Next disability I'd like to talk about is speech and language impairments. Um, for students with central auditory processing problems, um, this is a great strategy that I got out of the book. It's when how they hear information occurs to the ear and the brain do not work together as smoothly as they should. It's a real big problem. Whatever they hear really don't process into their brain like the normal students in the classroom. So you have to really work with these students. So here are some good strategies to use. When I give directions in front of the classroom, I should always make sure the student is paying attention to me because they have a real big problem listening to parts of details in the classroom and might only get a few and then ask the question again. So you always want to make sure they get the um, whole thing that you're talking about, the whole idea, the whole information processing from start to finish. So make sure they're always paying attention from right when you talk to right when you get done. So they won't ask any questions, be clear what they do. The next thing, I will speak slow and make all my sentences not complex, completely cut and dry. Um, don't do any details. Just tell the students what they need to do and leave it at that. These students will better understand these simpler terms instead of complex terms. Also, uh, whenever I'm teaching, like in many of these disabilities, I will use visual aids because these students have problems hearing me. If I point to a map or something, then they'll get that instead of not knowing anything about the lesson. So visual aids is important. Um, and always at the first of my class, I always will review what we learned in days past where no one will get confused and everybody will be on the same track. And one of the biggest points that I like the strategy using is avoid having the student to write and listen at the same time. I feel like I'm a pretty normal student myself, but I hate when teachers talk and I have to write and comprehend everything they talk about uh, at that time. It confuses me, and I could only imagine what how bad this would confuse this kind of student. And thank you.